Hey friends! And for those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel where I grace ambitious women with all things self-love. Today we're discussing how to get back on track if you've been feeling stuck lately. I know how frustrating it can be knowing that you haven't moved in a little while, but don't worry because in this video we're going to go through 3 tips that will start getting you moving again. Let's get started! So, if you're feeling stuck, it means that there's a destination that you would like to get to, whether you are able to articulate it or not. So, if you're clear in your vision, great. But I still ask that you go through this part of the video with us just to make sure that your goals are solidified. First, you're going to want to list out your desired goals, not the goals that your family and your peers want you to achieve. One thing you can do to get started on this list is to think about what your ideal week would look like. And then from there, write down a list of goals that will help you achieve this lifestyle. Then you're going to want to get clear on the why behind your goals. If your why isn't strong enough or grounded in your core desires, then ultimately the goal will not motivate you and it will ultimately die out. So to figure out the why behind each of your goals, you're going to want to go through these 4 exercises. Number 1, examine your past experiences. Look back at the moments of your life when you felt fulfilled or proud of yourself. What were you doing? Another thing you can do is do the opposite of this and ask yourself, what are some past experiences I absolutely despised? And how is this goal going to help to avoid these situations in the future? Number 2, identify your passions. Consider what subjects and activities energize you. What topics or causes are you naturally drawn to? Then reflect on your goal and see if there's any alignment between the two. Next, you're going to want to consider your strengths. Reflect on your skills and your talents. How do they align with your goals? Your why often connects to how you can best use your strengths. And more importantly, outlining your strengths can also help you determine why you're the best person to achieve your goals. Finally, you're going to want to ask yourself the big questions. Questions like, what impact do I want to have on the lives of others? Or what legacy do I want to leave behind? These can help you clarify the deeper motivations behind your goals. Some goals may seem small, but in actuality, sometimes those smaller goals set you up to achieve those more meaningful ones. So the last thing you're going to want to do when it comes to goal setting is sift it through the SMART framework. Ask yourself, is this goal specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound? If not, try to refine your goals to meet this criteria as it will give you the most clarity moving forward. Here's an example that could apply to me. I could have a SMART goal to complete a certification course in digital marketing by the end of the year to enhance career prospects. It's specific because the goal is to complete a certification course in digital marketing. Success can be measured by completing the course and receiving the certification. It's achievable because if I can allocate 2 hours per week to study, which is doable for me, it's feasible to finish the course within the time frame. The certification is relevant to my career goals and will help advance my professional skills. And it's time-bound because the goal has a clear deadline by the end of the year. So go through these steps and try to get as clear as possible on your goals. From there, you can start working your way to achieving them. It may be a little overwhelming to start working on your goals all at once. Speaking from experience, the wins still feel great even if they're small. So building on tasks slowly is a great place to start. If you've identified more than one goal, you're going to want to choose one and start taking action and building on it. Identify the small actions you can take to move towards the goal and then start from there. As you build on this action and start getting some momentum going, you'll then start to feel like you have a little more confidence to take on another goal. For example, if one of my goals was to start a YouTube channel, I'd start by completing a couple of goals first. I'd complete tasks like figuring out the core topics I want to talk about, or in other words, figuring out my content pillars. I'd list out a few video ideas and write some speaking points that come to mind. And I'd design my channel banner. We all have our own unique skill sets, so determine the tasks that seem easiest to you and start building your momentum. As you start to knock out the easy stuff, or maybe even before you start in the first place, there may be some things that are stopping you from taking action. One of them might be your perspective. So let's unpack two main issues you may be telling yourself that are probably keeping you stuck. Have you been telling yourself this? Well, here's what you can do. First, write down what your current week looks like. Go through each day of the week and write down your tasks hour by hour. Then you're going to want to note down how long it takes you to actually complete the task. And this is minus your procrastination periods. And no, I'm not talking about resting periods because there is definitely a difference between rest and procrastination. I'm talking about the times that you actually know that you're procrastinating on a task. After you do this, you're going to want to find the sum of time it takes you to do your essential daily tasks. The time left over should be enough to beat the I don't have time narrative that you might have been telling yourself. And remember, even 30 minutes spent working on a goal is moving you forward. You are enough. Point blank, period. You have to remember that in this season of your life, you are exactly where you need to be, you have exactly the skills you need, and you are worthy enough to take that step into the next season of your life. The most important advice I can give you right now, if you're feeling like you're not adequate enough, is to give yourself some grace. And this looks different for everyone, but I encourage you, if you're feeling stuck because of this, look at the resources that you do have and work with them. Think of the accommodations that you need to suit your skill level and make them. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to show up and take action. As you take more and more action, you're going to find that your confidence naturally increases and things that were once taking you forever are now second nature. So go ahead. I really hope this video helps you to move forward on your unique journey. So please, if that's the case, let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.